Well, hello retro game players, thank you for tuning in. I'm Marcus, and today I'm going to be installing a speaker light kit on my Stranger Things. This was sent to me by Doug at speakerlightkits.com, and this is the Deluxe speaker light kit that he sells over there. My Stranger Things does have lights on the speaker grills already, but it came with that when I bought it from Next Level Pinball, so they look cool. They're just purple. But the ones that are from speakerlightkits.com actually have like tons of stuff, like 358 different color patterns. I think they're dimmable. You can custom program 8 different custom colors, and I think he actually sent me some with some custom colors for Stranger Things, which will be cool. You can adjust the speed, and these things from the photos that I've seen look incredibly cool. So I'm just going to install it and then show you guys what it looks like, but I'll show you what the kit comes with, and I'll also show you what my game currently has. So here's the existing lights. You can see they're just kind of purple, nothing real special. So, but they look good, you know, as far as the whole table and the colors of the table. So, but the new ones actually take up this entire grill area. He also sells smaller versions of these too, which are really cool, and he also has acrylic cutouts that you can check out that kind of enhance the look. So I was checking those out too, so those are on his website as well. So the kit comes with a power supply, and then this I think is the adapter to the power supply, and then there's a remote control which lets you go through all the different spectrums. So again, like 358 different colors, I think, and different patterns, and then you can customize your own, up to 8 memory banks of customized color patterns, which is cool. And then these are the posts that you use. This is the cable kit for each side. So this is like one frame, here's the other frame. And then I think that's the power connector too. You actually do have to connect it to the high voltage area, so you got to make sure your game's off when you put it on. And then this is a splitter in case you have a bill selector, so this will give you that same power because that's also high voltage. And then these are the plastic grills that you can put in between the foam and this frame, which makes it look really evenly lit. So I'm going to be doing that. If you do have the acrylic cutout, you don't really need this. In fact, I think you want to remove this, and then the acrylic cutout lights up better. But this will give you a nice evenly lit sort of option. So anyway, I'm gonna go and install this and then show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so here it is installed. The other speakers were pretty easy to remove, but there was that lighting kit. And so I had to remove the wiring and the speakers themselves. But anyway, basically the new one went kind of right over the old speaker plate. You remove the speaker plate, lift it up, and then he also sent me these plastic spacers, which make it look kind of more evenly lit. Those are optional. You don't totally need to use those, but they definitely, I think they're pretty cool. And then, I don't know, it was a little bit, it wasn't challenging or anything. It took me like maybe a half hour, and I was just careful to make sure I was doing what I was doing, you know, and paying attention to it. The power supply back here is cool. It's like magnetic, so it just sticks to the back box. I did have to open up the power supply there. Not a big deal, plugs right in. Honestly, everything was really smooth, so I don't know. The install was pretty simple. But now I'll go and show you what it looks like in all the different modes. Alright, so here they are installed, and you can see the pattern that I have is kind of a basic purple pattern, but I mean, honestly, you can see how large the honeycomb pattern looks. So that's the original grill that's on there. And then there is like that white plastic piece that goes in between, so it kind of makes it look evenly lit, which I really like. The remote is really basic, so I'll just go through some of the different settings. One is that you can change the speed to be extremely quick, or slow it down to be kind of more slow, like that, which is really cool. And then I've got some presets that I saved over here. You can have 8 different presets. I kind of like this one slowed down here. Hang on. Kind of reminds me of like X-Files or something, like searchlights. Almost like E.T. or something. And then this one is kind of cool, just sort of fades, different colors. I was honestly so impressed with how cool this thing looks once I started going. This one's really neat too. This has nothing to do with Stranger Things. I just thought it looked really cool. It's very retro looking, and I just kind of like the pattern. And as you can see, if I speed it up, it gets crazy. Just like nuts looking. Slowing it down, and then here I'll go to another one. Like that one. It's pretty cool. Those slow fades are really neat, and then here I'll speed it up too. You can have it set on whatever you want. It also can be set on like a randomizer, so it'll go through all like 350. This one's just solid purple. I thought that was kind of cool too. Okay, so now I'm going to go through some of the 350 modes. So I'll put it down a little bit slower. That one would be cool on Willy Wonka. It's weird because sometimes I look at these and I just think of a pinball game, like a certain one. Just the color scheme. Circus Voltaire or whatever. That one could be cool. You can also adjust the brightness too. If you want to lower the brightness, you can. But yeah, so many different patterns. Like you can just go crazy with it. I mean, honestly, it's pretty crazy how the LEDs can be so versatile and just kind of create these different waves and just sort of, I don't know, it's nuts looking. That one's really neat. That one's kind of cool too. I like the colors. It's like a light blue and a light red. Turn it up faster. You can also hold the main button here. If you just hold that, it starts to cycle through like real quickly, so you can get to the, you can just go through all of them. I mean, there's so many. These are kind of cool too, these lights. And that one's like a background with lights. This one's a good one too. I had that one saved for a while. I literally could spend like an hour playing with this. I think I have, actually. That one's really neat. That one's kind of nuts. Also, I'm noticing too on camera that the lights show up a little brighter than they do in real life. It's a little dull, a little bit more dull there, so it's not like a super hot spot, which is kind of cool. I like that one too. Be a good Munsters. So he makes these for the Spike 2 system and also the Spike 1. And then he has normal speaker kits too that are just like normal, you know, frames kind of that make the speaker light up. These are the Deluxe ones though, which I think honestly look really crazy. Just really wild patterns. This one's cool too. I mean, it's definitely like partial to Stranger Things, you know. It's like the colors that kind of go better with your machine, but That one's a good one. So if I wanted to save that, I would just hit add over here, and that adds it to my favorites. Here, I'll go through, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. So I'm just holding this down. It goes through all the patterns. Oh yeah, these are cool. That's nuts. And when you speed this one up in particular, it gets really crazy. It's like a pinwheel. Through a couple more here. That one's cool. That looks like some kind of freaky fruitcake. But as you can see, you can pretty much go through any pattern. I mean, I have not looped yet. These are all still the main system ones. So, I mean, it's nuts. Fast forward a little bit more. So yeah, speakerlightkits.com. Doug is pretty awesome. And I think the kit, all in all, is definitely worth the money. It's like, like I said, it took like a half hour to do, but just follow the instructions, you're good. He's also really good with support too, so if you have any, questions or anything, he's really responsive, which is nice, as opposed to buying something like from AliExpress or something and then never getting a reply. But yeah, this is really high quality actually. So, I mean, I could go through this for another hour. So anyway, oh, that's cool. This is the solid ones. And these kind of just like fade, which is really wild looking. That actually matches right there. It's crazy. I'm just like randomly holding the button pattern down. Here, I'll speed it up again. We'll go through a few of them like that. And that fan is just in the game. Just the cooling fan. So, yeah, there you go. And then if I go to, it says DIY, it saves my patterns that I've saved, which is really cool. So I can just get to the ones that I think match my machine really easy, and then leave them on there. And then there are some other settings here if you just want like solid colors, you can do that too. But I don't know. Oh, and also if you hit this main menu right in the middle, it'll just go through randomly. Alright, so there you go guys. Thanks again, Doug. I appreciate it, dude. And you guys should definitely check it out. Check the link in the description. And he's got acrylic inserts and other really cool light kits. So if you don't have a newer Stern, you can definitely check out his other ones too. So until next time, you guys know what to do. You're going to keep that shit retro by playing Stranger Things, the pinball game, later on.